But that was my nigga. Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my nigga. Got my nigga Rawan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General Your Honor. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood. I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, and shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
50 push-ups. Okay, everyone. All right. Friday night class, Hebrew class. Huh? Yeah, come over here. Any questions in Hebrew? We're gonna put them on the chat. We're gonna address every single Hebrew question. Right, that you said give us more willing. Oh, okay. We're gonna open the upper bar. You lay down in French on the board. I mean, I can get Haiti. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave the Shield of David up there, right? The Shield of David, we're gonna break that down. Also, I might start the class with that, as a matter of fact, so nobody's confused. As a matter of fact, verse of the week. We're gonna translate verse of the week. A verse in the Hebrew, right, is basically a sentence, right? Please excuse the robot. We got a robot running around here. Right? Can you see the robot? Right, there's a little robot running around here, cleaning the floor of the school because we're in the future. All right. Yeah, we're in the future, man. We got robots and stuff. All right. Okay. We're taking questions, all right? Hold on. Trouble top. You know what we can do? Write your numbers on the board, right? Right. I'm gonna help you out, right? We got 1. Can you reach up here? This is how high you can reach. Right? Yeah, take this, and it's the highest part you can write. The highest part you can write is by the 1. Good. That's right there. Good. So right here. There we go. 1. Yeah. Good job. Let's start. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. And then over here, I guess we'll put 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. You know the spelling? So try your best in spelling, right? Spell it any way you can, right? All right. Apart, right? You tell me, all right? All right, Sister Howard there, shalom, sis. All right, big everyone online. Hey, don't be afraid to say who you are. The UPK. We're friends with everybody, right? That's what people don't understand about us. We're literally friends with everybody. We love everybody. We love all Israelites. We don't care what group you're in. We don't care who you are. If you know the reputation of Commander Johanna, you see what I'm saying? He lets everybody come to class. Don't care who you are. Even the enemies could come to class. You can come to class and give us a challenge. It's not a bad thing, right? We're not. Don't. When you think of Israelites, don't think of the groups that you've heard of and the groups that you know. Don't think of them. We are not like them. It's the reason why we say that we are not affiliated with any Israelite group, because we're not like them. You see them act a certain way, we're not gonna treat you like how they treat you. All right. Big up Rico Samuel, checking in from Dallas. Shalom. If you have any questions during the course of this class, right, just don't feel shy. You know what I mean? Ask freely. Okay. I got my young man Shabbatak here. He's writing the numbers on the board. Okay. Shama Wana. Shamana. SHAMA. Huh? NAH. Oh, we see it like that in the speak, right? Huh? We'll write a little bigger, right? Start shy. TH. Come on. Stop. T. Oh. We got to erase it. Stop. Right? Good. There we go. Right, bigger than that. All capital letters. All right, next one. Aishara. Come on. So for verse of the week, on top of the board, we got verse of the week while he writes the numbers. What you do when you come to Hebrew, you look for the scripture that has the word that you're looking for, and then you go to the scripture. All right. So for verse of the week, I'm looking for either one of two things. I'm looking for the scripture, Isaiah 28:9, where it says line upon line, precept upon precept. I want to see what's there, right? And I want to see which one defines the verse. Now, precept defines a verse, right? I want to get the word for line, and then I want to get the word for precept. Verse is precept, right? You want to go 11? Go on. Oh, you sure about that? It's not a card, Ishura? A card, Ishura, right? Right? Right on the top? And other one. Okay. And then the week is Shabbat, right? Shabbat. Shabbat, which means 7. Right? 7. Right? You got the number 7 on here, right? Shabbat. Right? We don't put E's, the all A's, all right? Okay. Now let me help you out with this, right? Here's the right card, right? Hard. All right? That's all right here, card, all right? We got Shanya. Shanya. Okay. You write in Italian, man? Shalash. What does shalash? Look at this camera can go a little closer and pick up how your Italian Hebrew. You go over here in Italian. Shalash. CIO. All right, I got you right. Right, shalash. Look how I spell it. Look. Shalash. Okay. Arabai. Oh, close. We spell it with the R. Right? Arabai. Okay. We spell it to Araby. All right, we don't spell that in Hebrew. Hey, Kasham, leave the chairs. All right. Hey, Kasham, help him to the back over there. Help him to the back. Look, take it back. Look how I spell the Kamash. Ha. The CHA is ha, right? Mm-hmm. Like Hasham. You know how you spell Hasham? Spell Hasham.
CHAN.
Say again?
CHAN.
Good, there we go. Right? Sha. Which is 6. Shabbat. All you have to do is change. Oh. I'm thinking of the word. Right? They're very big. Look. Look like this. Right? Then the Shabbat I'm writing for 7 is the same word for week at the top of there. For like days of the week. The day of the week. Shabbat. All right? It's 7. I'm writing 7 right here. All right? Shabbat. Come on, let's go with it right. Shamana. Right? Shamana comes up in 2 ways. Put this over there, please. Right? You'll see Shamawana. Yeah, Shamawana. You see come up as Shamawana, and then you got Shamana. Right? And they both mean it. Right? This one is the simpler form, and it's easier for people to remember things when it's written in a simpler form. So I'm just writing a simpler occurrence. All All right, Olivia Arnold, good to see you, sis. Shalom, shalom, sis. All right. We got the number 9, the shy. That's the name of my ribbed auntie, by the way. My ribbed auntie's name is Tashai. She's not on the she's not a, she doesn't believe she's an Israelite. She's a Christian. She doesn't know nothing about this in the world. Then Benjamin's name is Tashai. Right? I don't know what might be requested to ask her why they named her that. You know what I mean? Might be I don't know, might find something. Aisha, right? Aisha. Okay, good. And you was getting into the 11 over here, right? Oh, so what? You try to offer this step. All right, and then we write a card, actually, still a card.
A-H-C-H.
Uh-huh.
A-A.
Good. A card.
I-S-H-A-R.
Uh-huh. There we go.
Yes.
Right. And then we got 12. Why is it 12? Shania, I saw, right? You get 2 and 10. Right? Shania, I saw. Okay. What about 13? Hey, don't do that. How you say 13?
So let's answer.
Good boy. There we go. All right. How come to be allowed? I think I'm doing it in school, right? Yeah, put up, I'm going to put more words up here. 14, Arabai. Arabai what?
Arabai.
Arabai, I. Good.
Shimashim.
What's the last year?
30.
30, good. And then 15 is 15 in Hebrew.
Kamash Aishama.
Good.
Sorry, I'm 20. So what's your 40? So what's your 20?
Say it again. What's 20?
I said 20 is
20 is?
Aishari.
Aishariya. Good. Aishariya. What's 30?
Shalashi.
30 is Shalashia. Good. Right. And 40 is?
40
Arabayim. 50 is? Kamashiam. 60 is? Shashayim. 70 is? Shabayim. 80 is? Shamaniyam. 90 is? Tashayim. And then 100. 100. Nope. It's nothing to do with none of here. It begins with a ma. Nope. Mayam is, what is Mayam? Hey, Kusham, you alright? You know some push-ups? Yeah, push-ups, right? Okay, Kusham, turn it off for a while. Make too much noise. The water. Okay, good. We have these 3 sounds right here, right? That you have to be aware of. If you say ma is from. If you say ma means what? So if you ask me a question and you say ma, I want to be like, oh, what are you saying? Because you didn't say ma. All right? And then we got ma. Ma written ma, and ha. Ma, right? Ma is. Say it again.
100.
Very good. Ma is the 100. 100. There we go. Good boy. You got good memory. You know that? Good memory, boy. Okay. Ma, 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 ma. Hey, Cam. I need you to say ma, ma, ma.
Ma.
Nope, nope. Say ma,
Ma.
ma, ma.
Oh, squeeze.
Kasham, you want to turn?
Yes.
You want to say it too? Say ma,
Ma.
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 Did I say ma or did I say ma?
Ma.
If I say ma, right? Here's what happens if I say ma, right?
Ma.
You could think I'm saying from. What is in Hebrew? In Hebrew is I, right? So you gotta be careful with the dialect, right, of which you speak. You're gonna try to get the Hebrew, just like any person. You know what I mean? You know, if I say, what could I say? You got these things that people say. I don't got to top of my head right now, but I know there's things that people say, and they say, oh, we don't speak it like that in Spanish. You got to say it like this. If you ever heard that before, that is what I'm talking about. Because in essence, you're learning a new language, and with the language, you got to get the culture or the thing that the language has put itself together, where it sounds sensible to someone, so they can make out what you're saying. So the whole idea behind language is for you to understand what the other person is saying. If a person cannot understand what each other is saying, then you have something called a miscommunication, which will happen at the Tower of Babel. At the Tower of Babel, miscommunication. After the miscommunication, the tower cannot get built. All right. Just with anything, with things good or bad, miscommunication, things cannot get done. Miscommunication, arguments happen. Oh, I thought you meant this. No, that's not what I meant. And then the argument happens. You took what I said the wrong way. I didn't mean it like that. Where are you going? Where are you going? Pick that up and go sit down. Put it back. Thank you very much. Have a seat over there, please. Kasham, you too. Over there. Yashabiam, there. All right. Good. So ma. Shabbatak. You're gonna give me 5 push-ups. You learning this Hebrew, right? I need you to learn some more. You know, right? Give me some 5 push-ups on it. Count in Hebrew. Good. We get the word for precept. All right. Please don't feel shy with the YouTube section. All right. We are your friends. We're not your enemies. By the way, if you're an Israelite in New York, you are welcome to come to the school. Don't ever feel like you're not welcome to come to the school. As a matter of fact, you are commanded to come to the school. The school's address is 2279 3rd Avenue, Harlem, New York. 22. I'm gonna type in the chat. As a matter of fact, I'm typing in the chat. Stand by. What is this computer doing? Okay, there we go. I put the address of the ISUPK in New York in the chat. It's good the font. I didn't have time to adjust it to caps or whatever. Right, I left it in the lowercase. I didn't put it in the capital case. All right, but that is the address. You're in town. You know what I mean? Please don't feel shy to come to the school any day you're here. You know what I mean? We welcome you. We gotta be a family. You gotta maintain being a family. Right? Without communication, family is lost. Friendship is lost without communication. All right. Communication is how friends are made. You have to speak. You have to talk to each other. All right. Even if it's with working with each other, Captain Tazaria and Captain Katazar, their friendship was made deep simply because they worked together so often. And working together so often made them communicate so much more. They became closer. All right. So that's one key thing with language. Language, as a matter of fact, there's a precept with that too. Hold on. Ecclesiasticus. What's the precept I'm thinking, Shabbatak? What's the precept I'm thinking about? The scripture I'm thinking about. You're gonna repeat after me, Shabbatak, right? This is Ecclesiasticus 6 and 5.
Ecclesiasticus
6. 6 verse 5. Kushab, sit over there. Sit in the front. Sit in the front. Yes. Repeat after me, Shabbatak. Sweet language.
Sweet language.
Will multiply friends. Sweet language will multiply friends. You understand? That's it. Say what? Say it.
Sweet language will multiply friends.
Yeah, what does that mean? What is sweet language?
Sweet language is talking nice.
Talking. Say it again.
It's talking nice.
Hey, Kushab, give him my hand. Give him my hand. Talking nice. Ain't that what I tell you to do every day with your brother right there? Be nice. You guys will be better friends. If you be mean to him, he's gonna say, "Oh man, Shabbatak, sometimes he's not so nice, man. You know, don't really want to be around him right now." Right? But sweet language. What does sweet language do?
Sweet language multiplies friends.
There we go. And that is command and Jaya. Say it again.
I think it makes friends.
Very good. And if you've ever heard Commander Gianna talk, Commander Gianna talks with sweet language. He doesn't care what Israel group you're in. You see, as long as you ain't give him no bitter language, he does not respond to you with bitter language. But if you come to him with shalom, shalom is being kind to say I'm coming in peace. You could have came with something else. You could have came with something not with peace. But peace is sweet language. Peace is to say, I'm here to be a friend. Saying peace will multiply your friends. All right. I want to get the word for precept right quick. I'm going to go to Isaiah 20 and 9. Hey, Shabbatai, next time I come here, make sure I bring the tablet, all right? All right. Okay. I got these apps on my phone, right? I'm gonna go to my Hebrew interlinear right here, right? And I want to go to the scripture that has the word I'm looking for in there, which is Isaiah 28 and 9, right? Okay. And verse 9. And it says, let me get this thing out of the way. This thing is bothering me. Can't even see. Yeah, there we go.
No, right now he's gonna leave it.
I'm not sure.
That's why
Yeah.
I try to translate for you.
Cover concept. So it says Ath Maya, right? And Maya is to say who? Now the phone won't focus. Hold on. Hey, give me 5 push-ups. Both of you, 5 push-ups. Okay. There we go. There we go right there. Right. Us. Right. The us at the beginning usually means to apply the verb based on something that was in front of it. Right. A verb that was in front of it. When you don't see applying a verb, it means with. Right. So us by itself, even a person doesn't know this, right? This is something that I learned just from reading the scriptures, all right? And then applying the King James version to it. So with whom, who is Maya, right? All right, teach, which is what I'm doing right now. Ya wara by itself teaches yara, but with the wa in there makes it like an ing. So teaching dies. It says die here, right? It says die right here. No, usually knowledge is die. Die by itself is usually like that, is to say no, right? With who? Teach. And it's saying right here, knowledge, all right? Wa'ath. Now, when it says wa'ath, it's different than this over here. Because now you have a verb mentioned over here. So now we're still talking about teaching. So it might not say the word teach again. All right? Wa'ath, maya, ya, bayan. Right? And that bayan is to say understanding. Right? This bayan is the same word that creates the word Thabawan, if I'm not mistaken, all right? The bayan and the ban, right? Is from to say understanding. Usually this word bayan like that means decide. All right? Like bayan ya Allah, cancer. Cancer. His name is something along the line of making the right decisions of God. Cancer. 5 push-ups. All right. And then we got Shamawai. Right here it says message. Right. Then it says 6 push-ups. Namawalia. And the root word is namal, to say wean. 7 push-ups. You crying? Let's see how high we can go. 8 push-ups. 9 push-ups. Go. 10 push-ups. Okay. So the word weaned is lucky. It says, does that say gamal? What's going on here? Gamawal. We know gamal to be camel. So the word camel became the word wean. All right. Okay. Come in the bathroom with me.
Yeah.
Don't even cry. I don't care. Who told you to sit over there? That's it, sit there? Who's in the back? Thank you. Okay. We got the word gamal. All right. The word gamal is rightly the word for camel. But we're gonna do the Hebrew alphabet in a second. And that ga is gonna be for gamal. And that gamal will mean camel. All right. And here that same word is being used to say to wean someone off the breast. Okay. Okay. We got the word Kalab, right? It starts with the ma. Hold on, let it focus again. Okay. The ma at the beginning is the same ma we got on the board to say from, right? And then kalab. That kalab right there is the word for milk. All right. So ma kalab. Ma kalab, from milk. Okay. Okay. Aitayakwa ya. Aitayak is to say drawn. All right. Or removed, right? It's really saying removed. All right. And then we got from the breast, right? So ma is from, just like what we got on the board. It's like what we broke down the ma right here. The ma is to say from. Shad is breast, right? Shad is breast. Okay, and then shadium, breast plural. Good. Okay. And then we got the precept. So we all know what we're talking about now, right? You know, when we come to the scripture, right, we always start in verse 9, and then in verse 10. Right, in verse 10. Let it focus. Okay. The word precept right here, tazawa. All right. 4 is kayab. Tazawa, la tazawa. Tazawa, la tazawa. And I think there's a word called tazawa, which means command too. Right?
Yeah, command. That was on who left the truth there.
Khan, so his name was Tazawa, right?
Commander or something.
Kadawakan. All right. And that's very interesting because these precepts in this Bible are commands. I mean, you know, the UPK went out on the street and every Israelite group copied and says you have to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. All right. And the word precept is the same makeup of the word command. Tazawa. Tazawa, la, which means two. Tazawa, la tazawa. All right. Tazawa, la tazawa. Tazawa, la tazawa. I said it twice. Law means business when you say something twice. And there's the word line. Qua. Qua la qua. Qua la qua. This is a good thing to learn. I'm gonna put this on the board. Tazawa la tazawa. Qua wa qua. Right? And then we got Zaire. That's an unusual word. It's not the word I used to see for little. The word I know for little is either might, right? Might to say little, or kotan to say small. This one says Zaire, right? And it says sham, all right? And then Zaire to say little here, little there. It says sham again for there. Now I'm this is the first time I've seen sham be used as there. That's not usually what I see for there or for here. For here we usually see hana. And then we ended up seeing another point in time. We started to say pa, like a mouth, pa. Right? But we're gonna work with what we've learned here. So we're in Isaiah. Isaiah, the Hebrew is very much more developed than it would be from Genesis. You know, over time our language changes, right? Okay. So I want to get that. Precept is tazawa. Ta, za, tazal. I'm gonna say tazal. Right? Tazal. Tazal. Tazal, la tazal. Okay, it says tazal. It says qua. Tazal. Tazal, la tazal. Right, so tazal of the week. All right. Of the week. Of is, got it right here. The same of right here is ma. All right. Usually, depending on what you're reading, even like just now, when you see from and of this and of that and from this and from that, we don't usually write the, right? But for everyone to understand, the is ha, right? It could be higher. Okay, the ha is you only write the when you talk about the title of something, right? In this case, I need more instances to really say whether we would write a ha in front of Shabbat to say the week. But I mean, it makes sense to say the 7th, right? So we know that we're not talking about a regular counting. We're talking about the name of something, right? Hashabai, right? So we got Tazal, Ma, Ha, Shabai. Verse of the week. Tazal, Ma. No, we wouldn't say, no, hold on. If we put the Ma here, then we can't put the Ha there. Because the Av got to go on Shabbat. All right? Yeah, so we got to remove the Ha. Okay, so we're going to put the Av. We're going to put it as, we're going to put Av there, right? Okay. Tazal, Ma, Shabbat. Verse of week. That sounds way more Hebrew. Right? But that's how you see everything in there, even the scripture I just brought. Okay? Good. Hey, Kasham? Nope. Go on. What happened? You drank too much?
Huh?
You drink too much?
Yeah. I didn't like drinking, but I didn't.
How you say drink in Hebrew?
I don't know.
Remember? Drink in Hebrew. You don't know?
Shakwa.
Shakwa, very good. You're about to get 5 push-ups for not knowing. Because we talked about it already. Right. Good job. Go to the bathroom. There you go.
Daddy, which Shakwa?
Shakwa, yeah. Go on. Close the door. Are you okay? You're gonna go sit down.
Huh?
You're gonna go sit down. Hurry up then. Go. Shabbatak. Say it again? Yeah, we're gonna go in the car in a moment, all right? Say it again?
Before I get hot.
You're okay, just relax, all right? You're gonna go by yourself? Go drink some water right here. Okay. All right. Verse of the week. Let me get the alphabet too. Also, words I was going over earlier. I was going over these words earlier with a brother. Bakar is how you say choose, all right? Bakar is choose. What was the other word? Try. Nasha. Nasha. Nasa. Nasa means to try something or test something, right? Nasa is to try. And then we got Nasha'a. Nasha'a, which means deceive. Deceive. Okay. I think that was it, right? These are words that a brother from a prison in New York called me on the phone today, asked me how to say these words brother in the ISPK. You know what I mean? The Lord is raising up brothers in the prison. Brother called me today. Collect call, and he asked about these words right here. Okay, how may I help you too? Yes, you can. Hurry up and go.
Can I make something?
Have a seat. Shabbatak is gonna give it to you. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Yashabian. Yashabian.
What do you need?
Sit. Okay. Okay. We got our Hebrew alphabet here. Oh, get a little bit. Put some water in it.
Yeah.
Hurry up. A is for Allah, which is a cow. Ba is for Bayat, which is a tent. Ga is for Gamal. We just saw that word a while ago, Gamal, as Gamawal, to say weaning from the breast. You need to remove a baby from the breast, Gamal. Right? Da is for Dala. Right? Ha is for Hana, which means behold. It's also used to say here. Right? When Jacob said to Isaac, "Here I am," when Isaac was looking for Esau, he says Hananya. Right? Hana, which is a blending of Hana and Anya, to say Hananya, which means here I am. Right? Wow. Hana is here. Cancer. Hana. Say it again. Yeah, I'll take a little bit of yours. Yeah. Pour some in there and then give me the can. All right. Okay. Wow is a fish hook. As a matter of fact, I had a video to show you guys. Right, I'm gonna get it afterwards of this fish hook in action. There's Japhites who still use this same kind of fish hook today, right? So the idea with the fish hook is, initially it was written another way. Let me see if it's written in the if they got it in the design of it. They got the way before is developed into the writing style that we use now. The writing style that we use now is the last authorized writing style of the Israelites. Thank you. Good. Give yours, and sit. All right. I think I gotta. Okay, we got the Zonovans, and I gotta find the. Oh, here we go. Looking for the L, right, for language, right? I'm looking for language. Oh, it might not be here. It might be in Hebrew. Hold on. EFGHIJ. Okay, H. Hebrew. Here we go. Okay. So we got the Hebrew chart right here, right? And they'll show these writing styles over time. And these are handwritten writing styles, right? The one we use is the last authorized writing style. And the order that they give these handwriting styles, then they're not, these are their estimates. They don't really know. Right? So don't look in these books and think, oh yeah, everything the book is saying is right and true. Right? These books are given their estimates based on things that they found. Okay? They never picked up a stone or a thing and says, this is from, this is the order of how things go, but this is their estimates based on what they found, right? Okay. I'm looking for the wa, right? So here's the wa that we're teaching right now, right? And what they'll say is that in older times, it may have been written like this, right? Because it's a drawing of something. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can if I can find where it is. Hold on. The people were called the Ainu tribe, right? So let me just see if I can find it quickly. Put Ainu here. Okay. Okay. Oh, I put it in my notes. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Hold on. There we go. I'm sending this to the email, right? I'm gonna pull this up on the computer right now. All right, technology can do things in a flash, you know what I mean? Good. Right? I'm gonna put Ainu Wa Hebrew. Good. It's gonna come on the computer right now. Okay. Sent. Go to the email with email. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. Share screen. Let's bring it up to YouTube. Let's think for this. There we go.
Preciousness of life.
Okay.
They learn how to.
Okay, so there we go, right? They got the hook, the spear, right? They got the spear, and on the spear there's a hook, right? That hook, right, is the same hook that they got from us. Remember now, right? The Israelites are the salt of the earth, right? That hook right there is the fish hook that we're talking about from the Hebrew language, right? They get the hook, they stick it in the water. You see that? They stick it in the water. That's how we get the fish hook, right? They find the fish in the river, floating by. There's a hook on the stick, right? Good. He hooks the fish. He tries to bring it on the land. He lost that one. Those robes too. Those robes from us. We created robes, right? So you could even argue to say that the Israelites are carrying culture down from their father Noah, right? But he didn't dishonor his father like Ham did. All right. There you go. He hooked the fish. Remember also, right? The school's first garment. The school's first garments was the so-called karate gi. All right. We watched some old videos of Head Priest Lahab and them. Head Priest Lahab and them. They would wear these karate gi coats. All right. And with the book I just had. I just had the book.
Don't put it there. Oh, you put some guard.
Don't be found too busy, right? Make sure you found like a good boy still in your chair, right? You know, sit down, right? Good. All right. All right. So that hook, that same hook we just saw on the screen, is this same hook. Is this same figure right here. That looks like these. And it developed into this, right? Just from writing. People writing over time, the writing shift for the convenience of your hands, right? For you writing this for 1,000 years, and it became this. Okay? So this will be, you look at this right here. This is the stick, the hold, and this will be the example of the metal prong that sticks out the edge of the stick. All right, and that is facts. All right, good. Okay. So now we have the wow, right? The wow, right? And this wow as a preposition, it does mean and, because you could stack up these fish. You grab one fish, and another fish, and another fish, and another fish. And next thing you know, you're doubling up fish. Next thing you know, this word becomes and this, and that one, and this other one, and this other one. Good. Za, which is Zion. Zion, which is the weapon. Shabbatak. Yeah, go sleep. Go lie down right here and go sleep. Right here on the floor, on the carpet. You want to go on the chair right there? On the chair right there and go sleep. Kasham.
Me too.
You too? Go sleep right here. You put your jacket on and go sleep. Yeah, put your jacket on. Put your jacket on, your yellow jacket. And go to sleep. All right? Ka is for Kalma. Come over here. Yes, sir. Come on, sir. Ka is for Kalma, which is the fence. Ta is for Tana'a, which is the bottom of a basket. But you know what I gotta do? I gotta create a documentary video, man. You know, because this stuff is really, we could put it in a documentary video. The only thing I don't like is that other people will steal it, and then when they steal it, they'll say we're copying them. That's exactly what's gonna happen. And yeah, concert, real talk. We gotta find a way to probably patent it or something, right? You know what I mean? Power. So we're gonna, if I can get permission from Commander Jihan to copyright it, then we'll make a documentary video before people run off with it and steal it as their own. Remember, the thing that we're breaking down in UPK is things that was developed by the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Like the Hebrew that I'm giving you to breakdown of this, I didn't even create it. You see what I'm saying? It was brothers that came together. You know, brothers had an interest to know what it is, and brothers investigated. I'm saying me because me, right? General Kabbalamov, Officer Aban, and a brother that was in this, I believe he was in school. He might still be in school, right? In Trinidad, Officer Taza War, right? And we went and ran over some things with each other, and this was the final conclusion of it, right? General Kabbalah, rank order: General Kabbalamov, myself, Aban, and Taza War, right? Us four, right? Went to investigate what these were, and then we had some remainder of these that was from the school in the 1990s. All right, I believe we got the sheet right here. All right, there was like 8 of them. All right, let me see if it's in there. Should it? There it is right here. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. It's not. I don't see it in here. Let me just check and make sure properly. Right? Okay. No, we don't got it here. No, it's not here. But right. The 4 brothers that I mentioned, right? We went to complete the work that was started by the men before us, right? Right. And there's nothing out there to really say that this is that. I can't go to no oppressor's book and say this book is right, because you got oppressors in one book arguing against the other book, right? So there was an estimate that the car is a snake or something like that, right? But snake is nakash, right? The whole idea of Hebrew is that's from who said that again? Nelson. You got the Nelson's Hebrew book. There's some Hebrew book written by Nelson, right? And he says that the car is a snake or a ladder or something like that, right? But then the issue is that the first syllable of the word it comes from becomes the sound of the character. You know what I mean? So, people will try, and it's okay to try, right? But the Lord is with the UPK, and the UPK makes the final decisions, which is based on all things from the Lord, and the Hebrew is from the Lord. So for any other thing, for any other language, you gotta go to their people about that. But when it comes to Hebrew, Hebrew is the Israelites' language that the Lord gave to the Israelites, and the Israelites got the final decision on what is true and not true. All right, based on the Bible, which is the Israelite book, and anything pertaining to us. Okay, good. Okay, so I believe it was like eight. It was like 8 or characters, like 8. It was like 8 or 11 characters that we had in the 1990s. Altogether, there's 22 of Hebrew characters, right? 22, right? A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, right? Ka is the halfway, right? And then la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, kwa, ra, sha, tha. And we just stopped at the Tana'at to say basket, yad to say hand, ya, right? Cup to say the palm of your hand, ka. Lamad to say learn, la. Mayan, mayam to say water, ma. Nawan, na to say sprout. Samak, sa to say establish. Ayan, I to say your eye. Pa to say your mouth. Tazad, taza to say side. Quam, like when we say quam yasharala. Qua to say arise. Ra'ash, ra to say head. Shun to say sha, to say teeth. Right? This is the same shun in shanya, say your 2 front teeth. So we had a while ago we had the number 2, and it was shanya, so like shanya. All right, and that shanya went 2 from the word shun, which means teeth, right? Sha, and then thou for tha, as in mark, like X marks the spot. Okay, good. Big up Aisha Banat from Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. Big up Detroit in the house, man. You know what I mean? Hebrew Dave. And for that, any questions you have for in the Hebrew, you're gonna do that. What you wanna do is you wanna put it in your notes. You got a question for any class. You got a question based on brotherhood. You got a question based on anything. You wanna write those questions down and take it to that class. So on Fridays, I'm the Hebrew teacher. Hebrew questions. Your mama had a Hebrew question. Your friend from work had a Hebrew question. Your homeboy down the street had a question in Hebrew. You write it down and you say, I'm going to ask you on the Friday class. You come to the Friday class and ask your Hebrew question. With that, I'm going to greet you all. Shalom. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yoshai Bragatha. Yahweh means God. Ba'ashim means in the name. Yahweh Shai, the name of Jesus, so-called. Right? Barak means blessed. Atha is you, formally. For the sisters, Yahweh Shamar Al Atha. Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is God. Shamar means watch. Al means over. Yahweh Shamar Al Atha. Atha means you, formally. Ba Hashim. Ba is in. Ha is the. Sham is name. Yahweh Shai, the name of your the so-called Jesus Christ, the deliverer. Right? Shalom. Which means peace.
What?
And